Well, the Mariners have an already 130 plus hitter, now just brought back another in Geno Suarez from the Arizona Diamondbacks. But does this make the Mariners an AL contender? Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, sports, everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners, at the trade deadline, made a lot of really solid moves, including bringing in Josh Naylor and Geno Suarez from the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then one of the pitchers from the Pittsburgh Pirates to add already to their dangerous unit. With already Kyle Raleigh hitting 42 home runs this season, and now bringing in Geno Suarez.
He's back. He's back! That's more like it. I've been rehatched!
That has hit a total of 36 home runs as a member of the Diamondbacks. The Houston Astros currently lead the AL West with only the Mariners and Rangers trailing. Both the Mariners are back only 4.5 games behind, while the Rangers are 5.5 games behind, and the Mariners and Rangers are going head to head in a series. But the question is, are the Mariners an AL contender? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the Mariners. Mariners, I believe they're up there because, right now, the only division leaders in the AL are the Blue Jays, Tigers, and the Astros. And I think there's only 4 teams that make the 3 to 4 teams that make the wild card. 3 of them come out from outside their division. But if I look at the picture, right now the Yankees and Red Sox are going toe to toe for one of those top seeds. And then also the Mariners and Rangers are not far behind. When I look at the Mariners, this is the best version we have seen of them in a long time. We look at their hitting core. You got Kyle Raleigh, Josh Naylor, Julio Rodriguez, Randy Arozarena, and also along with now bringing in Geno Suarez. This team, and then you also, not only that, you got a good solid pitching unit in Trent Thornton that did get hurt in the first game of the series against the Rangers. Hopefully that brother's okay. He had to get carted off. But we look at their pitching core. They got Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz, and also Caleb Ferguson. And then also that third overall pick that they used on Kane Anderson from LSU. And now I'm not sure he's going to be spending some time in the first year. No, but I believe there's a lot of potential for Anderson from LSU. But also, you got Mitch Garver in there as well, who's one of the relief hitters, and then also along with Dylan Moore. This team is so much better than we've seen in recent years. You had stars on the squad like Ken Griffey Jr., A-Rod before he was traded to the Yankees. Caleb Ferguson was the pitcher they got from Pittsburgh. So and then Kansas Zone, he has been a stud in the hitting category for some time. But when I look at the Mariners, also you got George Kirby in the pitching core as well. Cole Young's been a solid guy as well. I look at the Mariners. They are a stacked roster based on hitting and pitching. They have been one of the best teams in the AL as of right now. And here's what I'm thinking as well. Because they're only 4.5 games behind of the Houston Astros. If they can get to one of the top seeds, if they can land the top seed and have a first round bye and move forward to the ALDS, because the 2 top division winners normally go to become the first two seeds to advance because the two teams that have the better record in that conference are a first round bye. But I look at the Mariners. I think this team has a chance to make a deep playoff run. They have a lot of great hitters. They have a lot of hitting talent. And the Astros, they've been kind of on a little slant. They've been 5-5 in their last few games, and so are the Mariners. I'm looking at this division. If the Mariners can get to hit the ball a whole lot better than they've had in the first half of the season and move that into going into the second half of the year and win the AL West, they can have a chance at a top two seed. I believe that the Mariners, this is the scariest version we've seen of them. And with them bringing back Geno Suarez to already that dangerous hitting unit, this team is getting a whole lot more scarier than it has been in recent memory. And I believe that the Mariners, if they win the division, they might have a chance to make their first World Series. Now, that's a little high. I think the Mariners have a great chance. Because when I look at the AL, when I'm looking at some of the teams, I don't really trust the Detroit Tigers. I just don't trust the Astros because they're cheaters. Then the Blue Jays, we beat them before. We were down like we had one of the greatest comebacks in playoff history against them. Yankees, they could cause some problems as they often do against the Mariners. Then the Red Sox, which you can't trust them either way, but they have been better in the second half of the stretch. I will give them that. Like the Mariners, I'm gonna go over this. Their next three games that they have right now, as I'm currently making this, are against the Texas Rangers. That'll go until Sunday. Then they go against the White Sox, and then they go against the Rays, and then before they go on the road three straight times to face the Orioles, Mets, and the Phillies. Like the last little stretch of their season is by far the trickiest. I look at their last. Let's look at their last four games of their season. Last four series that they had to have to play. They had to play the Kansas City Royals. Well, at first, correction, they got to play the LA Angels first, which they've dominated them for recent years in a 4-game series. Then they got to play the Kansas City Royals. They've had the number against them for this year. Then you got the Astros for a 3-game series, the Colorado Rockies for a 3-game series, the last series of the season. Of the regular season, that's gonna be a main indicator. That's against the LA Dodgers. If they could win at least 4 out of those 5 series, I think they might have a chance to make the playoffs. I'm looking at the Mariners right now. They are a scary freaking unit. And I'm looking at the Mariners. This is the scariest we've seen of them in recent years. And I believe the Mariners, if they make the playoffs, they got a chance to make a deep playoff run this year. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Mariners are contenders in the AL West or in the AL alone? But let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor and smash like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.